Where's a good light? There we go. So Ish brought us some stouts to try. Tim's just baking up some, what are you baking, Tim?
Biscuits.
So anyway, while he's doing that, we're gonna try a stout that he brought. This one is Belching Beaver Stout. It's America's favorite peanut butter milk stout. Troy came up with the idea of combining peanut butter with our Beaver's milk stout, and he nailed it. Don't let the dark color fool you. This beer is delightfully easy to drink with cascading aromas of roasted peanuts, dark chocolate, and coffee. Good times to you, my friend, and welcome to the Beaver family. Cheers from Tom.
That's what I was just saying. It's only like a 5% easy drinking stout compared to what else we have on tap tonight. We're starting light, despite it being so thick and dark.
Well, cheers, buddy.
Cheers. I don't know, I really like this one.
It does definitely have that kind of peanut butter flavor. It has a really nice smell. When your nose hits the glass, it's quite nice actually.
Milk stout, so it's creamy.
But it is kind of creamy, and you can tell kind of the chocolate flavor too. It kind of lingers up in the aftertaste, I think. But really pretty nice. So I would say that one's probably...
It's pretty good, eh?
Yeah, dude.
Easy to drink.
And I just caught, I believe, a fruit fly in my glass.
See, even the fruit flies want in on it.
They're interested.
Yeah, this is super smooth. Like, coats your like entire esophagus.
Not too sweet. Not too sweet.
No, really good flavor.
Yeah.
So we just tried the first one. Super awesome. It's sweet. It's kind of like a treat. I didn't find it to be much like beer, but it was nice. It's a good sipping beer. I wouldn't say it's a sun drinking beer. It's like a evening kind of hanging out while you're watching TV or something like that sort of beer, but it's like a treat. It's almost dessert-like. Sweet, peanut butter, chocolatey kind of taste with a bit of creaminess. Not a whole lot of carbonation though either, eh, Ish?
No. The milk stout, it's very much just like a creamy treat, but yeah, it's sweet, but it's you'll see what we have on tap next. It's nothing compared to the to the next one.
Join us for that.
This next one is These Pretzels Are Making Me Thirsty. By the way, love the can. It's so freaking simple. So simple. You know, the description there. 8%. 8% alcohol, this bad boy. Chocolate, peanut butter, pretzel, marshmallow stout. Now again, I'm not usually into the sweet beers. What we just had was the peanut butter milk stout from Belching Beaver. 5%, very smooth, very easy drinking. This one, like I just told Kyle, the first time you taste it, you're gonna right away be like, oh yeah, that does have chocolate, peanut butter, pretzel, marshmallow in it. And then you're gonna be like, holy crap, that's 8% alcohol. I don't know if I can finish the whole can of this, but that's why I brought one for the three of us. I wanna get Kyle's reaction too, because I've had this one before. A lot sweeter, definitely. I mean, Kyle's not gonna taste the alcohol, but you can definitely taste more of the alcohol. That's the thing, you're gonna get the taste of everything right away, and then you're gonna be like, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Wow, eh?
Right? It's a lot. So I'll get Kyle's reaction.
Here it goes.
You can smell like the pretzel. It's
It has a definitely
saltier.
different smell. Yeah. I would have to say that I agree with you. It's salty as opposed to sweet smelling. Holy shit.
It's not like BAM!
Dude. That's like for real. You get like the real sweetness of the marshmallow, and then kind of like the aftertaste is sort of that peanut butter chocolate,
Dude,
but
chocolate
it's definitely
milkshake.
Sweeter than the other one. And certainly
8% alcohol. Can you believe it?
That was
Yes.
like a chocolate milkshake for like 1 second, and then it turned into like everything else.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but it was like
crazy.
super cool. I fucking recommend. 10
Yes,
out of 10
I would
for sure.
definitely say that if that is what you're looking for, if you want a dessert beer, That's what I would call this. Both of these are very similar. I think this one is certainly a little bit sweeter than
There's
the
more
Belching
to it.
Beaver.
Way more to it.
And yes, it's a way more full flavor. Like, I know I'm a noob on this kind of beer testing thing. I know how to drink beer. Seasoned pro at that. But
Kyle taught me how to drink.
But you know what? I think enjoying one of these every once in a while is kind of neat. So thank you for bringing these along. It's always cool to try something new. So dessert beer, you got to try this. What is that called again? That's these pretzels are making me thirsty. Tim's biscuits are starting to look real delicious. They're smelling real good too. We'll have to check that out
Are you talking
in a bit.
about my bum?
His bum, yes. I had this thing zoomed in for like that whole thing, so my face looks really big on it. That was wicked. So again, a little bit salty, a little bit sweet. Very good.
Oh, right on cue.
This one's like fucking falling over.
You save the best for last of the peanut butter beers, and I mean, what separates this one from the rest, Kyle?
Well, I would say that this has a little bit more of a carbonation to it. The other two were kind of more flat beer, if you could say that, but you can see the bubbling on the top. It kind of like pops in your mouth a little bit. Crispy, less sweet, still like a full flavor beer, but it's not as dessert-like as the other one. But Dead Frog makes wicked beers all around. I've had a lot of them. I've had the Nutty Uncle before, and it's quite good. Their brand is really fancy. It's a nice tasting beer. It's much different than the other two though. They're quite a bit sweeter, so you still get the peanut butter of this, but it feels more like a beer than a milkshake.
Yeah, no chocolate or anything. This one, like Tim, what do you think?
It's, to me, it's like a super bitter, only with like the hint of that peanut butter, like in a good way.
Like
right?
a traditional
But
stout with just some peanut butter in it.
Yeah, totally, right? And not like a sweet peanut butter, like more like a peanut. Versus the other ones were definitely more dessert-like. They were sweet and creamy and chocolatey, and you know, this is definitely more just to the point of a stout with a little bit of that peanut enhancement.
So, Kyle and Tim have been sharing a bunch of cool whiskeys with me, so I thought I'd return the favor and start, sharing some things with them. Hoppy got me into this when I was in Minnesota, and let's be honest, Minnesota beers, they're 10 years ahead of us here in BC. Their barrel aging programs there are unbelievable. There's not too many in BC, and it's even hard to find them at liquor stores here, but I thought we'd start with this one. Kentucky Bastard Imperial Stout aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels, 2021 here. This is literally the last one on Vancouver Island. I think there were just over 500 of these that were bottled. We're gonna try this. Now, barrel aged beer, really strong stuff. I mean, this is only 11.9%, but it's just like a very strong taste. It's something so different than your traditional beer. Like I said, since Kyle and Tim like to share their really nice and almost like craft whiskeys, finer whiskeys with me, I thought, hey, let's all start diving into the finer barrel-aged beers, and we'll make this a regular thing every now and then. So cheers to Hoppy for getting me into this and all the great breweries in Minnesota, and yeah, without further ado, let's melt this wax off and get into it.
Looking at the box again, they got kind of a fancy box actually. And you look on the inside, it's all like wood grained, which is kind of neat. So check this out. Wood grained with an instruction manual on how to open the bottle. So you soften the wax seal by running the wax end under warm water with a knife, cut a line into the wax around the top of the cap, and use a bottle opener to open the bottle. But super kind of cool. Kentucky Bastard Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. Palpable aromas of dark fruit and toasted oak are married to flavors of rich chocolate and molasses. 1 year spent maturing in Kentucky bourbon barrels makes this decadent Imperial Stout finish smooth with warming alcohol. So right off of the hop, as Isha said, this thing is probably going to have a little bit of a boozy flavor as opposed to like a traditional beer where you kind of taste a little bit more of the hops and the wheats or whatever that they put into there, but these are aged in bourbon barrels. So they will, with the wood, it kind of like breathes in and out and in and out, and it sucks it through and filters it in such a way that the wood leaves a little bit of flavor. So when this happens, it'll probably leave a little bit of that bourbon flavor in there. Super cool. 11.9% alcohol. They call it extra strong beer, and it's said to taste like fudge, toasted oak, and says tradition. Don't know what that is, but I guess tradition has a flavor. And the pour color is dark chocolate cake. It's got a 99 on the rate beer score as well. Really looking forward to this one. We'll tell you how it tastes like.
The wax did like soften up like crazy.
No, Kelly Clarkson!
Let's drink it.
Let's do it. The beer snobs would be pissed.
Wow.
A barrel-aged beer? Oh yeah.
This is the only real way to open a beer.
Fucking.
Look.
Fucking stop it.
Okay, so super dark in color, can't see through it or anything. It's very much like the other few. It seems to have a little bit more of that kind of fizz and bubble, but it's dying off, as you can see in here. It's kind of going away as a typical kind of stout does.
Smooth. Fucking super smooth. You could get into trouble with this.
You can definitely taste the bourbon, but it also tastes very much like a strong, nice beer. Like the initial flavor, you kind of get that shot.
Imperial stouts,
Dude,
man.
what?
There's
Like-
something special about those Imperial stouts.
Yeah, that's got a really unique
Dude,
flavor.
it's even like a real good port. Or like,
Yeah.
So I just tried this. Based on what I like, you guys are gonna love the barrel-aged stuff, because like, this is the perfect elementary barrel-aged beer. Like, the shit that I'm gonna try to find for you guys is gonna be next level. Because the stuff that I was introduced to in Minnesota, like what I'm trying to aim for here is like, this was a great introduction.
it's different, hey?
It's a
very
whole
different.
different genre of beer, like sours, like it's a completely different genre.
I would say don't go into it expecting it to be not beer flavored. It does have beer flavor, but it absolutely, you get a little bit of that woody flavor and that bourbon flavor. It's got a really nice smell to it too, but like Tim said, it's really smooth. It's not creamy like the other ones, I don't find. Like the pretzel. It's not like this. Really nice. Worth trying out. So tell everybody, what does a bottle of Kentucky Bastard go for? What did
That was about $20 Canadian.
It's $20 Canadian, and that's for 500
that's a-
ounces or 500 milliliters.
Big bottle.
How much is that? 500 mils.
But think about how much. So you got an IPA, 500 mils. How much is that going to go for? $7.
Yeah.
This isn't
that's true.
something that you're buying to get pissed. But like, I mean, yeah, we're gonna drink a bunch of it and woohoo, But this is not. This is, you're buying a craft brew to enjoy here.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if you're looking for economy, fucking beat it.
Yeah, this
Right?
is definitely
like
for what we're
barrel-aged
doing right
beers
now.
and shit are gonna be fucking expensive.
You would buy this if you got a couple buddies coming over and you want to snob out like we do from time to time on whiskeys, but you can do the same thing with beer. So a lot of people nowadays are into the craft beer culture, as Isha can attest to. Spent a bunch of time in Minnesota recently and did a bunch of touring of breweries and all kinds of stuff. So as far as this goes, we're noobs. Ish has a little bit more experience, but he's still pretty fresh on that game too, so I think we're going to discover some cool things together. You'll be able to join us for more whiskey tasting, more stout tasting, and whiskey aged beer tasting, and much more. So,
anything fermented with alcohol in it.
yes.
Fucking all over.
So
the shit.
subscribe to our channel if you like that kind of stuff. Just press that red button and you'll get notified, or if you click the bell, you'll get notified every time that we release a new video, which is a couple times a week. Typically we have our vlogs released on Friday, but we try and post 3 videos a week. So follow us on our journey. We do all kinds of stuff. Music, beer, drinking,
We're gonna be doing some fishing.
fishing.
Summer.
Anyway, join us on our journey. Cheers to you.
So just as I expected, and a great like preliminary slash elementary barrel-aged beer to get the boys into it. They like their whiskey, they like their bourbon, so I knew that they'd be into this really kind of interesting genre of beer. Again, like I'm still getting into it. It's still an acquired taste for me, but this one was outstanding. Kentucky Bastard, recommend hoppy for sure. Only a 2021 Imperial Stout. I mean, 11%, super smooth. Super satisfied with this. Kyle liked it. Tim approved. Can't wait to try another one. Ugh, I got freaking wax in my mouth.